Hey, good morning, everyone. This is Vance out of Seattle, Washington. Take two. Man, I just did the entire show and there was no audio, and so I had to restart it and all of that. Anyway, let's do it again because I had a lot of stuff to share with you. Welcome to my morning Forex trading show. I do these shows Monday through Thursday, and my goal is to provide insight into logic and execution that's going to help you help move you a little closer to your goals. Okay, so let's get started. First thing I want to show you this morning is when you come into the show right here and you click on it and you run the show, just want to show you real quick to see everything I'm talking about. Make sure that you click be part of the conversation right here. What that's going to allow you to do here is if you want to know when the shows are happening and what I'm going to be talking about, they don't happen at the same time. But you'll know a few minutes before I do the show if you sign up, follow me on Twitter. Also, you can get my books, forexartofwar.com, at this link. When you go there, let me log out here so you can, so I see what you see. Just go right here. There's thousands of you coming from Google and YouTube. You can get 8 things right there. Just name and email, and you'll also get a great book on building a foundation for Forex trading. So this 8 things will tell you why most people fail. So tens of thousands of people have downloaded those. They love them. So do check those out. All right. So let me get going. I want to, first of all, stress that what I do on this show is for your educational purposes only. I predict price direction with extremely high degrees of probability, but you need to know that knowing which way it's going to go is not going to help you make money. You also have to know how to manage your risk in different ways. And you also have to either train yourself or be trained to execute these types of decisions. Trust me on this. Make sure you have all the skills. Okay, so this is for education. I mentioned that I've been following bank traders and watching what they're doing. Please be advised that I cannot confirm that the information I'm sharing with you is accurate. But so far what I've seen seems like good reads and good money management. Now, I noticed yesterday that JP Morgan entered a sell on the euro at 125.21. If we were to look at the chart here, that's about, let me go to the euro here, 125.21, about right there. You can see, if I zoom in, you can see right before it gapped down, that was about right there, right there before it gapped down, and most retail Forex brokers open. Now, the key thing to know there is that they actually...
Hey, good morning, everyone. This is Vance out of Seattle, Washington.
Hang on, guys. I'm not sure what I'm hearing.
The entire show, and there was no audio. And so
hang on, guys.
Started and all of that. Anyway, let's do it again because I had a lot of stuff to share with you. Welcome to my morning Forex trading.
Okay, I think I got it, guys. Apologize for that disruption. I was trying to quickly, I must have had something playing on delay there. Oh, gosh, what a morning. What a way to start off Monday. Anyway, what I was talking about was JP Morgan entering right here. And the thing to note is they entered an hour and a half before the retail brokers opened. So if you're a retail Forex trader, chances are you're using a retail broker, and they don't open until about 5 p.m. Eastern. Well, the Forex market never closes. JP Morgan actually executed this trade an hour and a half before you could have even taken a trade. So, so I wanted to point that out. That was interesting. They didn't have a specific target as far as the information that I got, but obviously the market did drop, about 80 pips after that. The banks right now seem to be adjusting stops and closing out positions more than anything else today. Credit Suisse did open a medium-term position at 124.95 this morning, so that was about right about in this area. That's a medium term. They may be looking for 200-300 pips on that, but they're specified a target around 122.30. So they're basically betting on another drop to the 122.30 level. Now I want to point out that these guys at Credit Suisse, they win more and they're great earners, but they also lose a lot, more than the average trader could stomach. So what if they only win 58% of their trades? They might be the number 3 top earner, But an average trader losing 58%, oh my gosh, the number of losses you would have to endure emotionally would just wreck you. So, so what I'm saying is don't try to copy any of these guys that I'm talking about, because you don't really know what they're doing. They manage their risk. They manage the risk not only today, but over a series of 20 or 30 trades. So be careful. But I am noticing patterns. Morgan Stanley is still short in the US dollar. So is JP Morgan and Citi. But 2 out of 3 of these have mature positions. So in other words, price could move against them quite a bit. They could still close out and make a great profit. My take basically is that 12500 is the key level, is the important level here for the euro dollar. Many of us were looking for this level to be tested again. And what I'm talking about, if I pop out to a daily, when this big trend came down right here, basically it stopped in the area of 2500, bounced about 400 pips, and then now we've retested, and that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so that brings me to fundamentals this week. Let me just pop that back to our 30-minute. Central banks in the UK and the Eurozone will have a shot at influencing price movement throughout the week, maybe through a little chatter, but their key information to be released on Thursday. This morning, the UK had stronger than expected manufacturing data. And part of me is wondering if the central banks will try to push price back up here from these levels for another round in this range above. I'm probably not the only one, who has that, somewhere in the back of their mind. But also keep in mind we have ADP non-farm numbers. That's the employment numbers. That's the unofficial numbers on Wednesday. And of course, the highly volatile non-farm official numbers on Friday. So Wednesday is 8:15 a.m. Friday is 8:30 a.m. for the official numbers. Now, right now, most of what we know is pointing to a stronger US dollar and weaker euro. So it's going to be interesting to see if the conversation gets pushed towards more balance or we see the next big drop. In the end, lacking further information, we'll just need to rely on the technicals. When I say technicals, I mean charts, behavior patterns on the charts. With Sunday's move down, and we're looking at this right here, Sunday's move down is completely reversed on the euro, more than reversed on the pound. So let me see. The market's probably just looking for, they're going to be looking for some kind of pretext, some kind of reason to make a move either way. It's really choppy. There's a little more buyers in the house right now, maybe a little bit more buyers in the house for the euro. Pound just still deciding. Now, we do have ISM data coming out in about 1 hour at 10 a.m. Eastern. And if you trade the Australian dollar, there's a lot of data coming out at 7:30 and 10:30 p.m. tonight. Now, keep in mind that if there is hyper volatility associated with that high impact data for the Aussie, if you're with most retail Forex traders, even if you are the best at reading price in the world, it doesn't matter because you might not be able to get the price that you want. So make sure if you're there tonight, on a demo account, push those buttons and see if you're actually able to get the prices you want. But overall, in fundamentals, it's looking like we could see some action this week. Now let's look at today's price. Now that we can see farther into the future, you'll see me using more of my longer-term trading skills I used prior to the crash of the markets in 2008. That's part of why I have this yellow line on here from the daily chart that I showed you. It shows you that last move down. But there are a couple of ways to look at this. First, you could be looking at going short here. Let me just bring the euro chart up by itself. You could be looking at going short here for the medium term like Credit Suisse has, or you could be looking for a higher probability trade. There's a lot of liquidity right now, so the moves are bigger when they do happen, and it takes more to turn over the moving averages. But I see the sellers gaining a high probability advantage at 124.54 right here, and the buyers gaining a high probability advantage at 125.46. Just keep in mind it is Monday. Mondays are usually slow, but like me, the market seemed to be a little bit enthusiastic, unusually enthusiastic on this particular Monday, but it is Monday. Always base your actions on the usual, not the exception, no matter what you're feeling. So keep that in mind. All right, so let's take a look at the pound. Let me zoom in a little bit. That quad 0, 1, 6, 0, 0, 0, 0, right in this area, that's obviously the magic number. Now, up until a few minutes ago, the key level was 16002. That's where, when I say key level, I'm talking about an area where the buying and selling interest are equal. Now, I also have the key level right here at 16009. It's likely to happen again right there. And then you have a few buy orders right there. So you need to push above there, right up in here, to get a high probability advantage for the buyers. Right now, we're seeing some selling interest. Okay. For the sellers, the high probability advantage will be 59.36. And naturally, if you're trading median term, 100 to 200 to 300 pip ranges, you might have, if you have that risk management ability and skill, you might have taken a position already right in here. Okay, so the pound traders tend to be speculators like us. So they held right here. They stalled right there, and now they're pushing towards the downside again. All right, very quickly, Australian dollar, the key level is 87.08. It's pushing on that right now for a seller high probability advantage. And for the Kiwi, it's going through right now at 77.44. So that's it. That's a look on price. Actually, in the first show, I talked a lot more, but having to do it a second time, I kept everything a little bit shorter. If I talked fast and you didn't understand it, obviously it's a recording. You can go back and play it as many times as you want to kind of get all the little gold nuggets out of there that I shared with you. People keep asking me, why do I use these colors on my charts? These are not my favorite colors. I use these colors because over the years, not everybody sees colors the same way. You know, they used to call it colorblind. I don't know what they call it today, but not everybody's colorblind in the same way. But these colors seem to be the best for everybody, regardless of how their eyes see contrasting color. So that's why I use these colors. So if you're trying to emulate me, you don't have to use these colors. I'm only using this for training and sharing with the public because not everybody can see these colors well. Do want to bring your attention again, if you have not read my my books, 8 Things, you can get that for free. Let me pop over there and just show you one more time. ForexArtOfWar.com, and you can see, click that on the link on the show broadcast right there, so you can get that there. I'm not going to spend any more time on that. To our members, I'll see you guys in about 25 minutes in our live trading room. The Wall Street guys are gonna roll in here in about 25 minutes, at least the rest of them, and we'll get together in our live trading room and read the markets together. For everyone else, oh, they did ask if we have training available right now. That's currently closed, but if you have any interest, write to me and we'll let you know next time it opens up for our team. But I hope what I showed you this morning helped you to kind of tune in and get ready for the day and the week. That's about it. Cheers, everybody.